Hello, good morning mga ka-practicals. For today's video, itong very important topic na pag-uusapan natin kasi everyday na lang po napapasyal ako sa Reddit, tsaka sa Kaskasan Buddies, sa Facebook and so on. And meron talaga akong napansin, no? Every single day is parati ko itong nakikita. Meron talagang nasa-scam. So, for sure, marami dyan na scam pero hindi naman nagpo-post, but it's very alarming. 1 second, nag-swipe ka lang for your needs. And then the next thing you know is, ayun, marami ng unauthorized transaction or nalimas na yung credit limit mo. And these credit card frauds na nangyayari, no, is very rampant. Ayon sa nabasa ko, credit card fraud happens every 2 seconds worldwide. So don't be surprised po. With the advancement of technology, nagkaka-high-tech rin po yung mga hackers, nagkaka-sophisticated yung mga ways nila to hack you or get your information. So, don't wait until mangyari sa iyo to. So, if you're in this video, eto na yung top 5 tips para maprotektahan yung sarili nyo po before it's too late. Let's go! So, tip number 1, wag nyo po i-save yung credit card info nyo sa browser. So, ito po yung pinaka-safe para maiwasan. No? What if kasi nakasave yung info mo and then nakapasok yung hacker or ma-access nila yung credit card info mo, or what if naka-auto-fill out yung credit card and then nakapasok ka sa isang malicious website, then dahil naka-auto-save and nag-auto-fill out, then ayun, mahirap po, no? So, ang gagawin po natin dito is punta po kayo sa settings ng browser nyo and go to auto-fill and passwords, and then dito sa payment method, pinaka-simple way is i-off nyo na lang po itong save and fill payments. Ito yung pinaka-easy. So that way, every time may transaction ka is nagmang-manual ka po ng input. Okay? And hindi po nasisave ni browser yung info nyo. And also, if gusto nyo i-keep to, maybe meron ka talagang always binivisit na site. So for your convenience, gusto mong naka-auto-save for certain sites, then ang pwede nyong gawin is you can also naman still keep this, but i-turn off itong mga ibang features. For example, itong save security codes, you might wanna turn this off. And then having this turned off, then for example, if nag-autofill, then at least yung CVV is hindi na autofill, diba? So eto naman guys, no, pag naka-click to, ang nangyayari pag pumunta ka sa isang website is chine-check niya yung browser mo if meron bang nakasave na payment method. So if meron, is malamang is ma-autofill. So might as well turn this off because you never know, no, baka at the height of the moment nagmamadali ka or you're sobrang excited is na fill out yung card, so baka makuha yan ng mga hackers. So again, to make it simple, off nyo na lang po. Okay, so bahala na yung manual na ginagawa mo yung input, at least you're a little bit safer than automatic filling out. Then tip number 2 is hide your CVV with a sticker. So it's very basic na po nowadays, no? Especially there's some transaction na need talaga natin i-hand out yung card, like nagpapagas tayo or even in some restaurants or mall, may ibang cashier na kinukuha talaga yung card. So sa mga transaction, it's safe. Mga ganitong transaction, safe na nakatago yung CVV. We don't know, no, baka may mapicturean nila or baka grabe yung photographic memory. So tabunan po yung CVV with a sticker. Marami namang nabebenta online through Lazada, Shopee, or pwede nga kahit masking tape. But if you want to check online, you can use our affiliate link below. Of course, if you gusto mo naman yung aesthetic, diba, then bili ka na lang ng mga stickers. Then meron ding isang technique. Ang problema kasi pag tinatabunan mo is, of course, you have to save your information somewhere, di ba? So, tinabunan mo yung card, so paano mo maalala yung CVV? And there's a safer way to do this. So, ito po yung example, no? So, this is what we call hashing. Sa mga programmers, tinatawag po itong hashing or encrypting. So, ito yung CVV. Yung hash version siguro is magiging ganito. So, hindi siya recognizable, no? Pag nakita mo to, hindi mo talaga alam anong ibig sabihin. So, nako-convert yung numbers or letters to something else. And then, so, ang gagawin mo is pwede kang, instead of i-save mo yung exact CVV mo sa notepad or sa notes, ang isusulat mo lang is yung hashed version. So, ang very simple way to hash is, for example, gamit ka ng +1. So, yung 2 and 3 magiging 3, 2, 4. If yung CVV mo is 524, then magiging 635. So, pwede ka rin mag-1 or +2. Basta ikaw lang po yung nakakaalam kung ano yung hash key mo or yung number mo. Then, yan po yung isi-save nyo sa notepad or maybe isulat mo sa papel or ilagay mo sa wallet. At least you're a bit safer now than writing the exact CVV outright. So, tip number 3 is wag nyo po i-share yung OTP nyo po, yung tinatawag na one-time PIN or one-time password. Guys, itong PIN na po ito is ginagamit lang po ito pag meron kang transaction na ginagawa. So, ang problema dito is marami pong nag-i-impersonate. May nagsasabi na bangko daw po sila. For example, itong post na to, no, bangko daw yung tumawag sa kanya, nag-a-ask ng OTP. So, in this post, sinabi ng nag-caller na nag-a-ask daw ng OTP to verify na real owner ba po siya ng card. Never po nag-a-ask yung bangko for OTP. And, of course, hindi nagkukulang yung bangko sa paabiso. So, for sure, nanonotice nyo na yan, maraming mga texts, reminders, but wais na pero yung mga scammers, no? Kasi instead of saying the word OTP, yung ginagamit lang na word is code or special access or kung ano man yung sinasabi nila. Basta most of the time hindi sila nagme-mention ng OTP. Tas they find a way para malito ka, para maibigay mo yung OTP. So yun, no? Yun yung paraan nila. So double check lang talaga pag nag-a-ask ng mga numbers, mga codes, magdalawang isip na po kasi red flag po yan. For example, may nag-a-ask na para ma-redeem na yung points mo or para hindi ma-lock out yung account mo, ibigay mo daw yung mga code or mga ganito ganyan. Please po, red flag na po yan, okay? And number 4 guys is wag po kayong magkiklik ng mga link, okay? Especially if kunwari bangko daw yung nagsisend. So, never po silang nagsisend ng link. If may link po, that's suspicious already. That's red flag. Etong mga scammers now, they're being creative kung ano-ano na mga naiisip, like mga pa-promo, like eto, you have 3,200 daw na voucher, blah, 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 and then siguro baka sa sobrang excited mo is na-click mo yung link na sinend nila. Guys, importante po to kasi yung mga banks po is very diligent po talaga, no? To remind us na hindi po sila nagsisend ng links. So, kaya itong mga scammers nag-i-impersonate sila, no? May mga ginagawa sila to look like they're legit. Like ito, maya daw sila. But if you try to look closer, examine mo yung link is hindi naman talaga ito maya. So, be wary po guys kasi first and foremost, hindi po talaga sila nagsisend ng link. So, pag may link po na sinend, most probably, it's a phishing site po. You know, it's designed to get your information. So, better safe than sorry. Don't click and think twice. Think thrice. So, tip number 5 is gumamit po tayo ng NFC or RFID blocking wallet or card sleeve. Kasi hindi na po need ng scammer na hawakan yung card nyo po. Kasi marami sa kanila meron ng scanner na dala-dala. So, if wala kayong nakakapag-block ng scanner is baka makuha po yung info nyo. So, that's pretty much it for this video. Please give us a like and share nyo na rin po to spread more awareness, and always remember that the best way to stop scammers is to be one step ahead. See you on the next video.